here. So yes, welcome, make yourself comfortable. We are doing some card making today. So my name is Ellen Woodbridge. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. I am on the central coast of New South Wales, which is about an hour north of Sydney, and I come on here, I share Stampin' Up! Products, which I'm doing today. I come here with some catalogue tours, some unboxings. My last video, I shared some cards that I'd received. I share a mixed bag of things here. So today I am playing with some of our new papers, and these are in the, so flattering. These are in the January to June mini catalogue, and these are actually 4x6 inch designer series paper, and they're specialty because each piece has gold foiling. I also have some note cards and envelopes and an ephemera pack that we'll see if we can mix in with this today. So if you are joining live, please make sure you say hello, and also if you're on the replay, I love to know you're here. I love interacting with you. Sorry, just got to do one thing here. It's now muted, Cheryl. Thank you. And yes, hello, Miss Monica. Lovely to see you. I felt like I only saw you a second ago. So yes, we're going to play with these, and I was going somewhere else, and Miss Cheryl said something, and she distracted me. I don't even know where I was going with it. It may come back, it may not. So I have already had a little play with this set, and what I'm thinking of pairing with it is another new stamp set. You're okay, Cheryl, is the Bragworthy stamp set. So this is a bit of a fun stamp set. Hello, Colleen. That's what I was saying. Even if you're on replay, say hi. I love interacting with you guys, hearing what you how you feel about the cards that I make, good or bad. I will take constructive criticism, but these are my cards, and this is what I do for me, and that's what I love. We always have a bit of a chat, a bit of fun, especially when I've got cheeky Cheryl on here live. Never know quite what's going to happen when she's here. And yeah, just a whole lot of fun and hanging out and enjoying some creative zone out time, because I zone out when even though I'm chatting with you guys, like I'm zoning out the rest of the world, and it's what I love doing. So more than happy to share it with you. If you're interested in supporting me in a way that you can't purchase from me, I do have super chats here on YouTube that you can gift me, and anyone who does that, I will reward them with a hangout with me every month or every couple of months. We all join together and have a hangout, and you have me for an hour or two, and we'll just have some fun. So let's flick around and see where we're going to go with this, because I don't have to, I kind of have plans in my head, but in my head I only have one, I promise, but I'm not quite sure. So let's flick around, have a play. I'll give you a peek at the card that I've already made, and you can have a look and see what I've already done very, very simply with that. Okay. So let's see if we go, oh my dear word, I'm so sorry guys, I have to just flick you over because for some reason my stand actually collapsed when I put it away after last video. There we go. It was a quick fix for something that was very, very annoying at the time. So right, hopefully it won't collapse on me today. Thank you for bearing with me. Hello, Miss D. Orientation is locked. That's fine. I'm more than... What's it doing on me here? Sorry, guys. There we go. I just had to flick my phone around. So YouTube and I can be friends. So I think we're friends again. Let's go down, please. Yes, we are friends again, I think. What is this doing with me today? This is like really bizarrely weird. This is what's going on. Nothing's working today, girls. I need to get up my replay. Sorry, bear with me, because I seem to be back to front for some reason. So let's see what we can look at and do here, because weirdly, totally back to front. So I am here, so keep chatting amongst yourselves while I work out what's going on. Search, there we go. Wait for the ad. You're getting dizzy. I am so sorry. Hello, Teresa. Thank you so much for joining. Or Therese, sorry. Hello, Miss Maria. I'm just getting up my own replay so I can see what is going on here. So, can you guys see me? Because I cannot see myself. Okay, right. Okay, we look fine. But when I'm looking through my screen, I'm seeing it all back to front and upside down. So I want to pull back this way. Oops, that can go away. Okay. Yep, all good. Shenanigans, that's right, shenanigans. And I might even do pop a bit of a zoom in. Hello, Miss Vicky. How are you? There we go. That even appears better. I'm going to do the light. If it's not one thing, it's another here, I swear. So, slide back a titch and... I'm going to leave it. We're going to get moving and get going. Okay, so we have the Abstract Beauty in the mini catalogue, as I said, specialty designer series paper. And today I have news. We have had one of our celebration items come into stock. And I will find it. It's our uber cute catching butterflies. So she is on her way to me. And she's really cute. So I look forward to showing you some fun things. And she's actually really good image to share with you our natural tones blends, which are coming next month. So she is great. Hello, Miss Cindy. Ooh, piano practice. Oh, you are great at helping your little minions. Okay, paper. Let me get this mini catalogue out of the way. Actually, I'm going to pull down my other chair in case I need another surface. Okay, who else is here? What did Margine do last week? Oh, I'm sorry, Margine. Yes, always YouTube Thursday, Facebook Tuesday. So now that we are all up and running, please tell me who owns this paper already. What are your thoughts on the 4x6 paper? I would love to know. Because I was intrigued when I looked at this, and it's interesting. So when I made my other card, I was very pleased that there wasn't too much scrap, and you'll be able to see when we use one or so of these pieces on a card today how, like, this is for Australian size cards. I didn't have much left over, and I very easily could have used it on the inside of my card, and I may do that today. Just sharing it out one more time so you, Margine, and the rest of them can find us while I've got everything up and running. Not now. And get you guys all back, and I can check in on your shenanigans. You like those papers? Hello, Phoebe. How are you? Jury's still out for you, Vicky. That's okay. But you haven't used it yet, Margine. I don't know how you miss this paper, Miss Cindy. I really, really don't know. So we've got now 4 inches by 6 inches. Then we have, and I maybe am going to try and make 2 cards. You know, we're only 10 minutes in or so when I've done no crafting. So I just keep this whole collection in one of my zippered pouches. In Australia, I get these from, you can get them from Kmart, Officeworks. I personally got mine at the Reject Shop, and my local cheap shop also has a very, very similar design in all different sizes. So this is just perfect for our 6x6, 4x6 paper. I put in note cards and the ephemera pack. This is the scrap from my other card. I think I did show you guys the ephemera pack in an unboxing. I've also showed you the note cards and envelopes. So these are pre-printed, ready to go note cards. So I thought one with paper, one with note cards. I may even mix the two, because using a scrap of this over the note card would also work really, really well. So up there for thinking, I'm going to pop these to the side, and now, if you watched my last birthday card, my last card, I showed you some birthday cards that I received in December. So this print in particular, and do I still have the card on the table? I do. Sorry, rolling up to grab it. So I got this card, and we've got polka dots and stripes. So we may just emulate polka dots and stripes today, because when I was looking through, I could see polka dots. So I'm checking all the B-sides as well and seeing what we find. I love the sunny colour in this. Now the colour, this is crushed curry, or no, crushed curry and pumpkin pie. I just love how bright and happy that is. And that's like a jelly plate print that my friend Navarana would do. Love this confetti. Oh, look. So we have stripe. But do I want gold on gold? Oh, love the crosses on that. So what do you think? Gold and gold with something to break it up? Ooh, I could. So do I go gold stripe or multicolored stripe? Or we also have, oh, I love that blue with the splotches. Or I could do diagonal. So with the polka dot, color, gold or diagonal. I want to see those comments coming up while I keep checking. Oh, I love this. It's all artistic without you making the mess, and that really, really appeals to me a lot. Bit too flowery for what I'm after today. And once again, although that's a stripe I could use. Hello, Glenna. How are you? Seeing sideways of Ellen. Yes, you want to. I am on a bit of a Zoom at the same time, but I have everything muted. So quite a few of them here are watching me on 2 screens. So come on, girls, make your votes. Make your votes, and what I'm going to go through and do is, for my second card, while the votes are coming in, I'm going to go through these designs and see if that one's kind of, I do love these. We've got full panels, we've got part panels. No, not feeling the black today, but I did see a card that I really, really liked in the black, with the black background. So that's kind of inspiring me, especially with some of these beautiful bright colours. Do you know what? I may have to go back to the black and I'm going to do something with the black. Maybe gold with gold, Margine. No florals yet, because I'm emulating that birthday card. This is the card that inspired me. So stripes with polka dots. Stripes and polka dots. You just wanted to. There you go. There's an elbow to you. You like, okay, it looks like, oh, scroll up please. Oh, I'm glad you're good, Glenna. I see where you're going with the black and white floral, but I am just emulating this card, which I'm going to pop up there for inspiration. Okay, nice card bases. They are beautiful card bases. And then you've got all pre-printed envelopes that coordinate with them as well. So they come in a great pack. So now that I've finished with those, they can go back in the pouch. Diagonal stripes. Okay, so what I could do, see, I could, because I'm going to want a band to go across both. Even though the card doesn't have a band, if I go gold on gold, I will want a band of something across. So I'm going to look at all my B-sides very quickly here. See, digging the pink, digging the mint macaron. I think it's mint macaron. No, just jade. Kind of digging. I'm kind of digging the pink. And I'm digging this print. So I think I might pop that in the middle. So my card idea that I originally had is now so far out the window, you guys would not believe. Okay, so keeping the papers to the side, putting the card fronts I chose to the side. I need a card front, like a card base, to work off. Okay, this is a card front to work off. I just kind of want to get my sizing right, because I don't want to use a full piece of my gold. I want to have I want to be able to preserve the paper and use it on other projects, because, you know, I like using my designer series paper, but if I can be economical with my favorites, I will. Okay. I don't know whether I'll use this white, but at the moment I am using it as a place guide. So I'm going to get the width of both of these correct. So I just want to make a card front, and a card front for me is 5 centimeters or 1/4 of an inch approximately smaller. So literally we take the teeniest slither, and I am more than happy to bid goodbye to these pieces because they are such a slither. They can go in my recycling bin. So there isn't much wastage with these. And now just to get a feel for proportions. So in the reference card, we have more. Let me look at it sideways. Are we about half and half? See, half and half never works for me. I like to have more than one than the other. And I'm thinking, because I love polka dots, I want to have more polka dots than what I do stripes, and then pop our bit in the middle. Ellen, what do you have in mind? I will show you while we're going. This is the card I made the other morning while I was having work issues. So I was thinking of reproducing something like this, but I haven't shared this anywhere. This is sneak peek, but this card isn't happening today. So yes. Oh, thank you, Phoebe. Yes, I would love more thumbs up. It's okay to be frugal. Thank you, Mon. Thank you. I know, and oh, you still have some of that, Vel and Cindy. Okay, different conversation. Ah, very good, Maria. Very good. Okay, so I kind of want it to about there. Such precise measuring from me today. So I do have that about there. So I want to go in between there, which is about 6.25 centimeters, or should we just make it 2.5 inches? See, I use inches and centimeters equally. Now, these are not meant to be straight, so that's fine that they're not straight. So I'm going to lay this down, and I do, pardon me, I've got a frog in my throat today that I just cannot get rid of. And I'm going to just place my fingernail right there. And this is approximately going to be 2 1/4 off, not 2 1/4, it's what I'm taking off. So I still have 2 good size pieces that I can use on another project. So I've got that. Now, I like this edge because it's going to span the whole amount, and I'm thinking about 1.5 centimeters. And then I will need to cut a smidge off, just a smidge. There we go. And then we know we're all right. Oh, thank you to Linda. I appreciate the thumbs up.
Sorry, I can only take that request while you're listening to music or a podcast.
Ah, there you go, Siri. You learn something new every day. Okay, now.
I don't have an answer for that.
She's been very rude today. Phoebe, I own every current designer series paper because I also do paper shares. So I do have a current paper share of all the paper and specialty paper in the annual catalogue. This paper, I haven't decided if I need a new blade yet or not. So doing this, that's a fair bit of a lap. Ah, that's because I put it on the wrong way. I thought it looked wrong. La 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 la. Don't mind me here. But this is definitely not going to end up like this. But it works. There's enough of a lap over, probably a bit more than what we needed, but that's okay. Loving the pink. Right, so that is my base design, and I'm going to grab out the ephemera pack and see what we can use, add all of those things. So I do have a little gold star here that I tried on another project and didn't really work for me. So, well, vellum is always last. So we have these two sheets. Looking. Also looking at this. So nothing is really going to fit. Although, let me check something here. I don't mind these frames, although it's gold on gold on gold, which is a bit too much, and the stamp is too big. I love this. Thanks for being the person I overthink things with. So that is something I would say to so many of my friends. Many of them are right here now. So we're going to go back to the designer series paper, and we are going to find something that will coordinate with our pink. And flip it over, Ellen. That's going to be so much easier. Kind of digging this Just Jade. That'll be great to stamp on. Oh, that's a confetti on the other side. So you can see those two colours look great together. And if I wanted to, because it's ombre, I could go for the lighter end. But I definitely like the darker end. So still sticking artsy. Now, measurement wise, what am I looking at cutting this at? So if I cut this at 3.5 centimeters by 6.5. Let me just check that again. Yep, 3.5 by 6.5. I'm going to be, or no, do you know what? We're going to stamp it first, then cut it out, because any other way would just be crazy. Just be crazy, because that's kind of not what we want to do. Don't want to be too crazy. I'm just going to use my memento, and we're going to pray really hard that this stamps, because I'm not going to use the Stamparatus. Hello, Heidi. Okay, right. Big deep breaths. So these are great sentiments to send to those girlfriends or friends in your life that just get it. Oh my God, that stamps so beautifully. Okay, so I'm going to, sorry, Louise is obviously doing something wrong. I want the dark at the bottom. Sorry if you heard David rousing on Louisa. Okay. If it's not straight, it's fine. Oh, they're so not straight. That's fine. It's all good. We will try and rectify that. And I'll show you how I rectify that. So I'm going to put the ink to the side. And I chose black because it's going to be quite bold on everything else. So what I'm going to do here, so I can see in here that I have this straight. I know I'm cutting off, so it's still crooked, just a titch. I think I'm going to need my sanding block today. I should have changed the blade. Shoulda, coulda and woulda got me nowhere. I do just always have a bit of a sanding block. So now that I have a straight edge, I'm going to take this and go up here. I've stuffed myself up here, but that's okay. I'm just going to have to cut that whole piece, and they're still very usable. So I'm just, and I get 4 pieces of everything in the pack. So we're kind of all good for, it's not wastage, it just is. So I have my panel. Am I liking that? I'm liking that. Little crooked slither can go over here. Like the DSP on my left. I don't know what the DSP is on my left, Cindy, sadly. So I can put it over, I can put it above. There are a couple of different things I can do. But what I'm thinking, see, we're letting the gold paper be the thing, but I'm thinking let's just commit, go for a black card base and cut, not cut. Stick going grey is not going to help me. Oh, sorry, basic grey. Wow, that was a bit of a slip from a very, very old stamp set. Stamp set, what am I going on about? Ink colour. Once upon a time we had an ink colour called Going Grey. It was quite lovely, actually. Then we streamlined and did a whole big colour refresh. That was our huge colour refresh, but it was fun. The change up, and a lot of those colours from that refresh still actually exist. Okay, glue. Let's commit and get this done, and then it will make putting everything else on so much easier. So this is going to give me a nice lot of wiggle room, but I'm using, so this looks like a lot of glue, but volume wise it's not a lot of glue, so I shouldn't, note the word shouldn't, get the bubbling up from underneath once it's dry. So often with foils you can see, wiggle room please, come on. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm just going to put some more over this seam. So you can sometimes, and I can see a little bit there, you can just see the glue from under the foil. But I found, and I've got a little bit there, but once it dried, I actually couldn't see it at all. Thinking, oh, they're both roughly the same. I'll put the cleaner piece towards the bottom. Just pull that down. Just try and get it as even as I possibly can. Now, this looks crooked because the stripes are crooked. And then over the seam, just pop a little bit more glue and pop on this piece. Then I will have a base that I can happily work on and move things around, because this was the base that I chose and I like. But I definitely do, and this is like totally crooked because I can see it from the edges. So now I can play with this. Thanks. Do I want it on here? I am kind of liking the banner, so I am maybe thinking of grabbing some coordinating paper and popping it on a banner, because we do have that effect there. So once again, so I've used that. Nope. That's probably a bit too yellow for all the tones, but it does have the Just Jade in it. The confetti. I don't know if I'm now going too much or not, but we're going to give it a red hot go. That colour blocking's probably a bit too much. That really, I kind of want... Uh-oh, David just put washing on the line. And guess what it's doing? It's raining. I don't mind this softer pink, actually. And doesn't matter that the thanks goes over it, because we're toning in, so it's subtle. But I quite like it. Not where I was going at all with this, guys. Not at all. So I want to flag this end, and I'm going to no, it doesn't exist anymore. And this may be, let me see, is this too wide for... No, this is perfect. So flagged ends with our tailored tag punch can be created by just popping in an edge. So what I want to do is I'm going to line this paper up as evenly as I can, and I have the perfect flag. So I've created my flag. Now I just need to work out my height. So I've taken a little bit off. I think, other than a bit of ribbon, I think I can remove my inspiration card and bring it back at the end. I'm liking this because I've got two very bold prints. I've got a lesser busy print, and then I've got two prints that are prints but they're just coloured. Ah, nice. Nice, Phoebe. Thank you, Phoebe. I'm glad you like my nails. Off to stamp paper. Woohoo, Cindy. I love that layer upon layer of interest. Yes, I'm glad you're liking this, Cheryl. Oh, I'm good. I'm glad you got your sleep. Okay, just catching up and seeing if I missed anything. Now, do I have any plain black ribbon? No. Okay, so my ribbon options are, I don't have any Just Jade ribbon. I think using black and white baker's twine is one pattern too far, and I'm not sure I want to use white. Now I could colour some ribbon, or sorry, I'm here. I do have the glittered organdy black ribbon, or I just have some very simple plain black baker's twine. That might be elegant enough that it's not competing with the rest of the patterns. So this is the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. And it comes with crumb cake, white, vanilla, black, and grey granite. So I'm thinking the black is going to look really, really nice. And I'm not going to do a hole or anything in it. I am just going to have that. And then, what do I have anything that may work from here? No, because that's another pattern too far. That's another pattern too far. This may not be a pattern too far because it's the hearts. And then it brings the gold to the forefront of the card. So tell me if you like the hearts while I get you back up on the screen. I do have the soft succulent. I can see if that's going to work. I'm thinking, no, Stampin' Up! Do not still sell this Stampin' Up! This block is like really, really, really old. It was when we had coordinations paper, and I've just kept it because I love it and it's very useful. But no, we still do not sell sanding blocks. The soft succulent, who said that? The soft succulent ribbon. Cheryl, that would work, but the ribbon's too wide. And I think it's a shiny texture too far. And for your project, it may work. For me, seeing this in real life and seeing all the shine coming off it, it's just a bit too far. But that's just me. Sorry, just rolling up the ribbon, popping it away. You still have yours too, Glenna. It's a great one, and really, I don't use it too often, to tell you the truth. Okay, so that's a scrap. That can go to the side. They can go to the side. Right. Are we loving the piece of vellum? Oh, no problem, Cindy. We will see you then. Hearts are cute. No to the ribbon. Okay, right. So I got all distracted. I still haven't tied my bow. I like how we're sticking to the inspiration of my inspiration card, and see, Stampin' Up! Cards do not need to be the inspiration. They can just be, what is this? This is it's a very well-known brand card, and I don't even think I need to mention that brand here, but everyone would know that brand of card, and I'm just stealing their design and making it better because we're using Stampin' Up! Products. So the bow is not going to be that big, but what you want to do with baker's twine, you kind of want to leave the knot really quite loose, because baker's twine wants to loop back on itself because it's been held on a spool like this. So I keep it pretty loose so I can manipulate the bow, and then just go pop. I think that's pretty good, although this one still wants to loop back. So what I want to do, I've made it looser again, and I want to twist it and then pull. So you really truly don't want to do, now this one's looping. Right. So I just play and pull and do all those things until I have my desired, I don't even know size wise. I'm going to grab my ribbon scissors because I know I've got the right length. Just pop that off, pop that up the top here, and just have a play. Da, da, da. Right. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect, and that is like way too small. So I can keep on using my size reference and just pull it out just slowly so you get it to where you would like it. Can someone come and tell this bow who's boss? Oh, maybe you can hear the rain. No, my washing. It's okay. Okay, I think we're going to stick with that. Twisted and all. Although I'm going to get my pen. My pen. Oh, a pencil might even be better. Let's grab my pencil and see if we can't untwist it and tell it who's boss. I'm so glad the roof guy came today because I actually have holes in my skylights, the dome part that's on the roof. Okay, so you could see just by using the pencil, I told that bow who's boss. So we're just going to pop that off to the side, and I'm going to use some dimensionals and things to pop this up. So we now know where we're going, and maybe some of the new classic dots. May also just a few may just finish this off. Scissors, utility scissors, my favourite paper snips. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Now, just remembering this is designer series paper and not cardstock. I'd normally put 2 if this was cardstock, but because it's designer series paper, I am definitely going to use 3. And that's the wrong take your pick tool. This is the right one. I know. I love vellum on cards too. Why? I know, Cindy, like really, well, wrong end. Why would I say no to vellum? Look, I have been known, Cheryl, you are actually right. I have been known to say no to vellum. Surprising as it may be, it has actually happened. And that is crooked. Just trying to line this up. Wow, my book. I just want to cry for my washing. Now that isn't scented as well as I'd like it, but you know, hey ho, it is what it is. I feel like I'm channeling my friend Kay. She always says hey ho. Maybe I've been hanging out with her a bit recently. Okay, and I will need a card center for this, an insert for the inside as well. Okay, because we've now got double layers on this, that looks great. Where did I put it? It's stuck to my shirt. It's okay, everyone, I have it. Now, I am wondering if our mini dimensionals are mini enough or not to put under here. No, because if I could put 3 mini dimensionals, I need to cut them in half. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go here. I'm going to cut up 2 dimensionals. So I find it very hard to cut and fiddly to cut them off here, but I think we can get away with it, girls. I think. It's not going to be absolutely perfect. It's going to be better because I've dimensionalized everything. These need to be popped up as well. Oh, you can kind of just see it, but it's all good. It's all good. Now it's stuck to my finger. Okay. Come off. I want to say words, but those words will not come, I promise. I'm going to be on my best behaviour here because they're already half off because I cut them, so I'd already disturbed the backing. Okay, just going to hold it like that, and I'm thinking I may even want to like offset it a little bit. Because offsetting can look really, really fun. There we go. Just want it just like that. Okay. Let's get these off. Sorry, concentrating now, thinking of how and what I'm going to do just to add that finishing touch, and it's the black keeps on hitting me. So I've used the pink twice, I've used the gold 3 times. Okay. Luckily, oh no, I will be using the black 3 times when I add the twine. Okay, yes, definitely love that offset. I have not lost my bow yet. Okay, glue dots. Ah, thank you, Miss Cindy. Great directions for your card. I'm trying, Cindy. I really, really am. Now, because I'm using baker's twine, I want to fold my glue dot in half, make it little. I want to put it on. There is a good side and a bad side to this particular bow, and now it's stuck to my nail instead of the bow. Okay, now I want it approximately there-ish. And then I can just trim my tails now that that is adhered. And now I may not need my dots at all. Okay, that's my scrap. It's not even scrap. I definitely will not use that again. Okay. How am I going time-wise? I'm just on an hour. Oh, will we get the second card done? Will we? Just trying to get that gold. There you go. So that's that card. So inspiration and my version of. Yeah, yep. I know what you're saying, Heidi. So yes, that's that. So what I was thinking, so if I did this let's aim for an uber quick card. Bone folder is hiding over here. So I've got my thinking cap on currently. So quick card. That is that. Grab a heart from the ephemera pack. That's okay, it's going to be lifted, and that's okay. Little sentiment. Where would you be living? I've got happy day. I'm not sure that will fit where I want to. Actually looking for a particular sentiment. I'm looking for art gallery. So the art gallery stamp set has lots of little sentiments in it. So maybe my Badger Besties just won't work. So let's have a look and see what might work in these. So that's kind of where I'm going and thinking. And the best way to do this is I literally take the stamp set and I lay. Best wishes will fit. I miss you looks a little long. Thank you will fit. I miss you will fit. I actually like best wishes because best wishes is kind of a, it works for everything kind of sentiment. Okay, block. How am I? Right, big block, because I want to be able to, oh, see, that was made for it. Perfect. Let me just put these glue dots away, create a bit of space for myself. I know what I'm looking for, and I've thrown that over here. I just want my scrap paper again. I'm not even sure if I've used this Best Wishes sentiment, but I should use it more. It's cute. But I do definitely need to do some test stamping. So, ink. Oh, that's inking up really nicely. That's stamped beautifully. See, I could have got that first go. But better to test than to wonder. Okay, I love the blackness of the memento. Okay, nice deep breath. Commit. If it's a bit crooked, doesn't matter. It's a bit of a... Oh, I couldn't have got that better if I tried. I am thinking though, what is the pink in this paper? Magenta Madness. Now, I'm going to do something very bold, and I'm going to colour the background in light. Magenta Madness. What's the other? Magenta Madness, or don't have any Crush Curry. It's going to have to be Magenta Madness. So this will look less fluoro, trust me. I don't know if I just stuffed this up or not, but we will soon find out. I'm going to grab the dark as well, and like maybe make it a bit ombre-ish. I don't know, it's kind of emulating what's in there. And then I will go over it again. Just get all those edges going. I don't know. We'll see. It's done. The black and white really wasn't popping for me. So maybe it may have popped really nicely on it. But what I can do is pop it on here. I kind of want a black circle behind it. Let's see if I happen to have such a thing. I'm looking at my punches here to see what I might have. Sorry, thinking out aloud quite a bit here. Oh well, that just fell on the floor. No, do you know what the answer is, guys? I'll let everyone scream out what the answer is. You guys all know what the answer is. The answer is vellum. No, I really don't think, although don't know if in my use it up bag, if I have a vellum circle. I'm making lots of mess here, but no, I have a white, I have a white stitch circle. And I want the answer to be vellum, but I'm not quite sure the answer is vellum. Because I have like vellum punch shapes in here. I have lots of that. That is another punch shape. Okay. These can all fly back in here. Because I just have a little pocket in here full of shapes. Because I don't have circle punches. Although I could use a label. Oh, do you know what? White stitching. I think we may have found our winner. That white stitching just adds the perfect amount of detail with those two ephemera pieces. Winning. Okay, vellum isn't the answer, only because I had those. You like my version better, Christine? Thank you so much. Yes. Yes, Glenna. Now, do I have dottage in one of the stamp sets? I don't have dottage. I think there's enough dottage, because I'll show you up front. There is dottage in the background because they've like done the watercolor look. So I may just keep it clean and simple. But I can hear Ruth in her sleep going, Ellen, use the dottage. I know we can all hear her, but we're not, because just going clean and simple, simple sentiment, and when I can find said sentiment, simple sentiment using something from my use it up box. So I want to say this is from the Picture This Stars, but I'm not exactly sure. Not exactly sure. And I can see the blotchiness in this, so it matches that background really well. Okay, so I do want that centered, and then I'll work out, I may have to pull a dimensional off there. Now that is bent just a titch, so I just want to, there you go, No one would ever know. I love, just needed that pop. If I can centre it. That's better. No, it's not perfect, but it's better. Oh, yep, done. Done, done, done. I kind of pulled off the wrong one, but that's okay, because then what I kind of want to do is add that on and then move it around. I kind of like it in that bottom corner with a little bit of the pink showing, but you see all the background. Okay, some just glue on this, and I will grab out some of the vellum ephemera and add it. I do have a gold star sitting on my desk that is, no one saw that. We will fix that. It's okay. It's fixable with an adhesive eraser, but I do need to wait for it to dry. So we're just ignoring the fact that I dropped that there. Just ignoring, didn't happen, nothing to see here. What other vellum bits do I have? What, the arrow? What the arrow may work, you know. And then this card is really, whoop, that was about to rip. There we go. Then this card can be used for any occasion. That's a bit cute. And if I'm smart, I can use up some of the glue that is sitting on the top of the card, because hey, waste not, want not. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot, but I do have to wait for the glue to dry. Otherwise, I'm going to be ripping the surface of the card. So that is our quick card. Bye, Vicky. Vellum to the rescue, absolutely. I hope you feel better, Vic. Just look after yourself. So that is our quick card using the note card and envelope, a bit of scrap, and 4 ephemera pieces. So 2 gold, and we did just use our Magenta Madness blends to tie that in. So we've got 3 points of Magenta Madness, 2 of the gold, a hint of the black, but the black doesn't look out of place. It does draw your eye to the sentiment. Do I want to do it? Oh, do I? I kind of want more black. Classic matte dots. They're amazing. I know I've used a vellum already, but kinda, because we've got 1, 2, and if we put a hit there, I feel that kind of balances it out. Maybe 3 was too much. Maybe 2 was perfectly fine. I need to look at it on screen. I think I like that. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you. I just had that last minute. It needs another hit of black. I'm using black a little bit more recently than what I generally do, which is something a bit different. Okay, so let me clean up a little bit so I can show you everything we have used. So we have 2 cards. This is a case of an unnamed labels or brands card. This is quick card, really quick. We have used the classic labels. Dimensionals are just a given. We also grabbed out the ephemera pack. So this is the Abstract Beauty ephemera pack. Stamp set wise, we used Bragworthy and used this one right here. So we used Bragworthy. We also used Art Gallery for our best wishes. And we used the note cards and envelopes and the Abstract Beauty Designer Series paper. So all the Abstract Beauty products that I have, and we used just some Stampin' blends and the twine. What else did I use? I think that's pretty much it. So 2 very simple cards. Thank you so much for joining me. A few comedy of errors. One up top. Hello Janine, how are you? We are just saying goodbye because I've made 2 cards in about an hour after all my technical issues at the start. So thank you guys for joining me. If you want any of these products, oh, we used the punch. We did use the punch. I will pop that in there before I sign off. We did use that. That's what you were saying, Mon, in the top. I get what you're saying. Put one more black gem on the card. Really, Cheryl? I didn't like it because I like 2, because then I've got 1, 2, 3 hits of black. That's kind of where I'm going. Thank you, Glenna. But when you remake this card, Cheryl, you can add in the extra dot. Yes, please watch the replay. Please watch the replay. My pleasure, Beverly. My pleasure. On top of the heart, you just, okay, let's see what it looks like. It's all here. It's easy to do. It does work. Just for you, Cheryl, I will leave it just like that. You got your way this time. Thank you very much. I'm glad. Yes, you will have to get out your pack. And that was my meme that I shared last night, that everyone gets excited when it's like, oh, I've got those products. I can remake that card. So go remake. You don't even need to use the papers that I have, but think about using some bold patterns, a less bold pattern, and then a really subtle pattern, and it just makes them be cohesive together. And with this card, I just grabbed bits and bobs. That's all it is. It's a bits and bobs card. I could have grabbed lots of different things. It just happened that I had the ephemera pack to match it. And don't forget about your little stamps, because they can make a real impact on your project. So there will be a link to my shop where you can purchase these products, and don't forget you can also earn your celebration products as well. So thank you so much for joining me. I will be back on Tuesday over on Facebook. So if you're not following me over there, make sure you do. And I will be going live on Tuesday at noon, Australian Eastern Daylight Time. It does work, doesn't it, Janine? Yeah, that's kind of the rule that I learned it's not even a rule, it's just I learned it a long time ago, and these kind of count as one paper, then the smaller pattern, and then that basically isn't a pattern at all, but it's the more subtle. My pleasure. Have a wonderful weekend. And Eva, I know it's Thursday, but I won't see you till Tuesday, so have a great one, and we'll see you then. Bye.